How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we have the best team in Diamond Dynasty, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, of course, before we get into this kind of a video, you might not necessarily think that this is the best team in Diamond Dynasty, right? We are missing a couple of pieces in terms of 99 overall Mariano Rivera. We also do not have all of these players super factored up to that level 5 parallel, okay? Other than that, I really feel like this is the best possible team that you can assemble in Diamond Dynasty at the current moment. Okay, with that being said, we are using some of the best pitchers, or at least in my opinion, the two best pitchers in this game. In the first game, we're going to be using Edward Cabrera. I debuted this card. This is a future star with outlier, throws 101 mile per hour, 102 mile per hour sinker. And I feel like he is the easiest pitcher, most dominant pitcher to use in MLB The Show 21. Okay, so I'm just speculating here. This is, in my opinion, the best possible team in Diamond Dynasty, other than having one more attribute for each category on these specific player items. All right, and I am pretty close to getting the super factor tier for Mike Trout, for Jackie Robinson, for Alfonso Soriano, for some of these players that I've had for a little bit of time now. I'm also getting closer to the level 4 tier parallel for this Byron Buxton, who just got a base knock. So here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's taken us a little bit to get something going here. Felix Hernandez, pretty dominant as well. Tough to pick up that sinker on Hall of Fame. He does have a good speed differential, and this opponent was throwing pretty well. And here we're going with the contact swing from Jorge Posada, and this is going to be a no-doubter up in the zone. The PCI enlarges a little bit as I'm swinging. Here we're going with another contact swing. Not really using it that much in this game. I haven't been using it as much lately. I think the developers will eventually patch the contact swing. I know a lot of people in the comment section on YouTube have been talking about it. This specific swing with Chipper Jones was a regular normal X swing, which I do use most of the time. I probably only swing with contact maybe 5 to 7 times within a game of ranked seasons. Potentially, once per inning at the most. All right. So with that being said, we do have a 5-0 lead. Kind of ran myself out of the last inning with Chipper Jones. Got caught in between the base path. But so far in 2 starts with Edward Cabrera, he's pitched a complete game. In that last one, the opponent quit out in like the 6th or 7th inning. But in the first game, he was dominant. In the second game, he was dominant. I really feel like he is the best pitcher in the entire game from what I've used so far. I know it's a very small sample size, so that's why I am not going out and saying, he's the best, all right? With that said, we're going to use Al Leiter here in this next game. You get this Al Leiter by completing the Battle Royale program. You can select this card or Trevor Story. I have not completed the program personally. I just simply packed Mike Trout recently out of my free Team Affinity packs, and I ended up selling him in order to purchase a couple different players, right? I do have enough stubs to get that Mariano Rivera, as I was talking about earlier in the video. I have 1 million stubs right now, but I don't feel like it's worth it for me specifically to unlock Mariano Rivera at this time. I know it would be great to provide some gameplay to, create a brand new debut video, but at the same time, because I have not really been able to finish that many games of ranked seasons, my game has crashed about 50 times this year. It just doesn't really make sense for me to put that many stubs into a relief pitcher when I'm not really even using relief pitchers that often. If you take a look at the screenshot where I showed you my team at the beginning, you can see that most of my players in general are at least paralleled up a few times, except for my relievers. They just don't really get that many innings or get that many opportunities to close out games. All right, so here in this 3rd inning right here, we are giving up a game-tying home run to Byron Buxton. Alfonso Soriano was able to give us the lead, and that card has been really good. Sometimes against right-handed pitchers, I struggle pulling the baseball, but as you can see in that last one, he was able to pull the baseball from a left-handed pitcher. We're facing Chris Sale, which now the opponent has brought in Pedro Martinez. This is the starting version, the 42-card series version. Pedro Martinez and Pablo Sanchez in his debut, also ripping a base knock. I've used a couple different swings for that Pablo Sanchez. I originally started with Anthony Santander, swapped over to Alberto Mondesi, and then in this game, I'm using Nico Goodrum's swing. But Alfonso Soriano, another home run, second one of the ball game, and that's going to be big. We were able to get a couple runs of insurance. It's a 6-2 game in the bottom of the fourth. We need about 6 more runs in order to get this mercy rule and confirm getting a victory in ranked seasons. We have Jackie Robinson up. I've been hitting really well with Jackie Robinson recently. A lot of perfects. I thought about trying to take second on his throw home there. I just didn't want to get too aggressive. We have Pablo Sanchez coming up with 1 down and 2 guys on base. Felt like this was a pretty good swing. Barreled it up, maybe off the end of the bat slightly, and that is going to be a sac fly. 28 speed, Jorge Posada comes in to score, making it a 7-2 ball game. This opponent brought in Adam Duvall off the bench, and this Adam Duvall has a specific quirk within the game that gives him a little bit of a PCI and contact boost, exit velocity boost when he is used as a pinch hitter, which just happened in that last at bat. He's able to get a little bit of a later side of good base knock here with Buxton, cashes in another run, and now we got to get something going here. We have David Ortiz leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. We have 1 down already, trying to get something going here with a double off the wall, facing Lee Smith. That was a line drive, fastball in on the hands. Bottom of the 7th inning, unable to score. David Ortiz. We have Pablo Sanchez ripping a base knock. I like Nico Goodrum's swing a little bit more than Santander's, actually. I think having the 2-handed swing is nice, but also having the quick 1-handed swing is just as good. I feel like I hit well with players that have a quick 1-handed swing in this year's game. But anyway, Alfonso Soriano is stealing the show in this video with 3 home runs in this game, including a couple contact swing homers from that card. Because he has 118 power, once I've paralleled him up a few times, or 117 power, I think that the contact swing is going to still get rewarded with the high exit velocity, and he doesn't have the high contact attribute, so sometimes it is beneficial to do so. With that said, we are able to get into the 9th inning within this game. We're going with Jake Diekmann. I honestly feel like this card could be one of the better relief pitchers in the game. You might be thinking to yourself, this guy has the best Diamond Dynasty team as the title, and he's using gold Jake Diekmann. I feel like Jake Diekmann is right below Aroldis Chapman in terms of left-handed relievers based on tiers in this game. I think John Franco's right there with him. Obviously more of a finesse pitcher. But that Jake Diekmann, the 125 hits per 9, definitely a solid card. I was able to make it into the championship series, which is really surprising considering how many times my game has crashed. But with that being said, I'm College Lefty, and that was the best team in Diamond Dynasty with Alfonso Soriano going deep 3 times in one game. Peace out.